Akudama Drive is one of the many newly airing shows this season, and let me tell you, it deserves way more attention. This show is an absolute banger. Let's get into it. We follow ordinary person, a normal girl who lives in Kansai, but not the Kansai of today. Instead, it's a futuristic cyberpunk city, flooded with neon lights and holograms, as far as the robotically engineered eye can see. Through a series of unfortunate circumstances and a lot of cat chasing, she ends up at the business end of a big-ass plasma thing. I don't know. The ones wielding this are a group of Akudama, or criminals. But not just any criminals, but a group of the most wanted, with a minimum sentence of 350 years. To prevent being turned into paste, she says she's a swindler. One so good she has erased her presence in the Kansai Central Information Bureau, and therefore not on any Akudama list. And just like that, she goes from being a normal girl to an accomplice to one of the biggest heists in history. The crew of this heist consists of 6 members, not including Swindler. All with the most original names. There's Courier, an expert in getting things from point A to B. He's cool and collected and probably some sort of love interest. 745 years. Next we have Brawler, your resident big man on the block, who just wants to fight and isn't concerned about anything else. 348 years. Cutthroat's the murderer among us, with the personality of a child and the skills of a professional, wearing all white just for the flex. 967 years. Hacker is a hacker, big surprise. He's bored with hacking normal shit, so the bigger the challenge, the bigger he is. Yikes. 589 years. Doctor's your run-of-the-mill crazy medic, the type of doctor to accidentally leave their pigeon in your stomach. She fights with scalpels and chemicals and can heal her own injuries. 432 years. And then there's Hoodlum. He's similar to Swindler, he just kinda got roped along. 4 years. With this crew of criminals, we set out on the biggest heist of all times. It's fun to see all these likable characters interact with each other and strengthen their bonds. And can we talk about the art for a minute? It is exceptional. The world is dull on its own, but there are scenes where the whole area is tinted by the color of these neon signs, giving everything a very unique feeling. I really like random bright colors where there shouldn't be any, like in JoJo's when Araki just completely changes the color palette in the middle of a fight for seemingly no reason. So when I see a world soaked in neon pinks and purples, it makes me really excited. On top of that, when characters are being introduced or doing some feat that shows off their strength, they are animated in this cool stylized comic aesthetic with neon colors everywhere. And don't even get me started on the transitions. Ooh, they are so clean. They have this video game world building vibe that is so satisfying when it's paired with these bassy thuds. Damn, I wish I could transition. Let's talk about world building. I simultaneously love and hate the world building of this show. On one hand, I really like how the world explains itself, breathing life and originality at every turn. It does a great job of showing, not telling, only explaining things when it's absolutely necessary. However, there are these little segments that take all this great world building and throw it out the fucking window. Once every episode or two, these little exposition spouting shits pop up. It's done in the style of a kids' TV show and is an interesting way to do world building, which wouldn't bother me if the exposition they were saying wasn't already blatantly obvious. They don't talk about small details that would need to be explained eventually. No, they talk about these obvious details that the viewer definitely already picked up on from the world itself. And this is probably my biggest complaint about the show, which is a good thing since it's not a huge problem, just more of a nitpick. I just really wish they weren't there. That's it. Something I have zero problem with though is the music. Just like most of the shows this season, this shit goes hard. Both the opening and the ending slap, especially the opening. I wasn't sure at first, but the more times I heard it, the more I liked it. The OSTs are great too. They have this really cool dubstep-ish kind of vibe, but not like too over the top. I don't know. Alright, time to wrap things up. If you're looking for a new watch this season and are in the mood for something aesthetic and original, check it out. I really think you'll enjoy it. Oh, and just a little conspiracy theory I've been cooking up. I think the Swindler might actually be a swindler. There's no evidence to support this, but I just got this feeling. And just so you know, this was written before episode 6, so if episode 6 comes out and they say that she's actually a swindler, let it be known I fucking called it. I called it, alright? Alright? Yeah, that's it. Bye.